Dave, a loss in the FA Vars first round proper versus Chadderton this afternoon, a penalty shootout defeat, which is such a cruel way to lose. Just sum up your thoughts on today's match and what potentially went wrong.
I thought we were really poor first half. I thought we didn't come out. We didn't battle, didn't fight. We were poor in possession. Really not like us at all. And fair play to Chadderton. I thought they played well first half, and obviously got in second at half time and told the lads the expectations in terms of what we wanted from them. And second half was a different game. It was just sort of wave after wave, and we got the goal. The goal was outstanding, but then we haven't been able to get that all important second goal. And like you said, penalties is a bit of a gamble and a bit of a loss for you at the end. But look, it's disappointing. We wanted to win the game, but I think we all know where our priorities are. You know, obviously the FA Cup runs took a lot out of the players. We've got a lot of games in hand now, so progress in this competition would have certainly hindered sort of the league and our main priorities. So disappointing, but ultimately we've got one area of focus now.
After assessing the match at half-time, we saw an early attacking change of Ira Gooden on for Lewis Earle, which was an early gamble that clearly paid off, as we saw almost instantly this change bring the best out of Bury's attack. How come this was an area that you saw needed an improvement and a reshape rather than the defensive concern of conceding another goal?
So I think obviously we've come into the game, you know, we've got players who are obviously out injured at the moment, so we had no recognised striker in the squad. We tried to combat that by having sort of two wide players playing off each other a little bit closer together on the top line. But like I said, look, I'm not saying the first half performance was down to the shape, it was down to a little bit of poor attitude and application, but second half we felt going back to our more natural shape was the best thing to do.
Just looking at squad fitness, there was some noticeable absentees, the likes of Ruben Jerome, Luis Alessandra and Bebeto Gomez all missing from today's match squad. Do we have any information on why these players are unavailable? Yeah,
Bebeto's got a little bit of an ankle niggle. I think he should have probably come off at Longridge, but we were down to sort of the bare bones. We had no subs left. He missed Harborough and he hasn't been able to train this week, so he's still unavailable. Ruben had a hamstring niggle going into the game with Harborough, obviously had to come off as well with that, so he's probably going to be a couple of weeks. And then Luis Alessandro pulled his groin on Tuesday in training, so we're a little bit threadbare at the moment. I think we probably need one or two in to try and come and bolster the squad, either short term or long term, depending on who we can sort of identify. But yeah, we're looking a little bit light at the moment, but the quality's there. We just need to make sure that we've got the numbers as well.
Yeah, just focusing a bit more on Ruben Jerome now, a player that's been a key part for Bury's attack this season. Having to go the entire game missing that number 9 figure up top, would you say that Ruben was a player that was particularly frustrating to go into this game without, and that he could have potentially been the difference to this game and could have gotten the end of the many chances that Bury created?
Yeah, you'd like to think so. I mean, he's a quality player and he's done really well all season, and for one reason or another he hasn't had as many sort of challenges in terms of players coming in and taking that role away from him, so he has played a lot of minutes. But look, these things happen in the game, you know, it's part and parcel of football. You do get injuries, and it's about us making sure we've got the robustness in the squad to make sure we can deal with it, which we probably haven't in that area.
And just looking ahead now to Tuesday night, your team travels to Charnock Richard. Heading there knowing that Bury are now winless in 3 games, how do you ensure that your players keep confidence levels high and that you make sure that you put these setbacks behind you so the team can ultimately push on and aim for the main goal set at the start of the season, which is of course promotion?
Yeah, look, I think obviously the players are hurting. You know, like I said, it might not be the main priority of ours, but the players are hurting from obviously losing. Last Saturday hurt a lot, certainly in the manner and the way that it happened, but the lads fully know what's expected of them, and look, I think we're coming towards the end of what's been a ridiculous workload on the players. I think by the time we get through November, I think we've got another 3 weeks now, Saturday, Tuesday or Saturday, Wednesday, and then we've got a week off and then another week or two, but then after that it's sort of back down to 1 game a week, so we're really looking forward to it. I think the contact time and training will bring the lads on as well together, but yeah, it's just about getting through the next few weeks and trying to pick up as many points as we can.
Cheers, Dave.
Cheers.